What's up,
Hello,
boys?
hello. We're live. We're
Hey,
live.
going on? Uh, Paul, you want to introduce your special guest?
Yes. So this
You do
is
this, man.
a good friend of mine. I feel like I've known you for almost the entire 2 years of streaming. This is MadDadGrogan, formerly known as MadDogGrogan. What's up, dude?
Sometimes dogs
Doing
gotta
good.
grow up.
Welcome to
What's that?
But sometimes dogs gotta grow up.
yes.
Exactly.
Eventually, we're all dads here. Welcome to episode 4 of the Dad Life Crisis. What's up, Grogan? How are you?
Here. Good to be here, man. Staying busy.
Yeah, I know. Life and kids and trying to do anything else it's not fair. We don't have enough time.
Dude, no joke. I feel like between work, family, and everything else, like it's hard finding time to do like any kind of like streaming or content creation. So it's a hard balance right now.
It's definitely a bummer. Definitely a bummer. I know. That's why like my streaming has just I've come to a complete halt without even warning anyone this time. And like I feel like that's like my key to like just sign off for a while. I just as much as I want to, dude, and I had so much fun doing it, I feel bad, but I got to get back to it. I currently actually have a giveaway going that I just kind of stopped because so I have these like Gamer Advantage glasses that I'm giving away.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I made that TikTok for them. I got them for free and they're the same ones that I have. So I was like, screw it, let's just do a giveaway. And then like I don't know. I didn't want to stream anymore.
This man said, "This date, we're gonna give these away," and then he just never fucking streamed
Never
again.
fucking streamed again.
Never
dude.
gave away.
And they're currently just sitting here on my desk. But
You know, it's funny you mentioned that, and I swear it was like last week. I was looking and I was like, when's the last time Paulie streamed? And like,
dude,
I looked at your Discord and I think it was like a month ago. I was like, holy crap. I was like, Paulie ain't been on in a while.
nah, dude, and you know, there's nights when I'm like, I still play video games. So there's nights when I like sit down at my desk and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I could just turn my stream on. And then I'm like, nah, I just kind of want to enjoy a nice quiet night, lights off, you know, and just play some video games.
But when you turn the cameras on, does it feel? You almost feel like you're hosting something, though, right? Like you gotta interact,
right?
Okay.
It definitely feels like a job, right? Like, but not really, but it does. Like, it's definitely more than just relaxing and playing video games. But
yeah, it's hard, and it's hard to get into it mentally. Like, I think the last time I streamed, like, I think I was gonna go for 3 hours. I only went for like 2 because after 2, like, I just was not feeling it. Like everything just felt off. Like I was like, I can't continue. I was like, this is just bad quality.
Right. And like if you get to that point, like we all know as like streamers that you just shouldn't be live. Like you shouldn't be. So you definitely got to be in the mood.
Point too, where like you got shit to do, kids and everything, where after an hour and a half of video games, that's not even fun anymore. You're like, okay, I gotta put a stop to this.
Yeah.
You realize if I don't go to bed in 10 minutes, I am gonna be screwed tomorrow.
And that or you get the text from the wife saying, hey, can you come help me?
Yeah, and you're like,
give me a minute.
Sure. Yeah, here we go.
I can't tell you how many times lately like I've been just like offline gaming and like I'll have to tell people like just protect me, I'll be back in like 10 minutes.
Yep.
It's like 20 minutes later.
I'm like, Grogan,
right.
you're dead.
I'm like,
you're dead. Yep.
Good. I'm glad you didn't wait.
Yeah, it's tough. It is tough, man. I definitely give props to the people who just keep it going. You know, like we were just talking about Kyle Driver. That fucking dude, ever since I started streaming, that motherfucker has been live every other day. And he's making his TikToks and I don't know. He just keeps going. And like
he's staying live on TikTok and everything too.
Yeah.
Like I fell off. Like I get in spurts. Like I'll go for a little bit and then I fall off.
Yep.
And like I had a TikTok the other day that went off for like 16,000 views, and I'm like, I haven't posted anything since. I'm like, damn it, I did not capitalize on that.
No, I know. It's tough though. Like I've talked about this before on the podcast about how like you get like that adrenaline rush when your videos start doing really well, especially on TikTok, because you never know what video is going to take off. And then all of a sudden I was just like, I'm done, dude. I don't know. I don't have the energy to do it all the time anymore. So it's a bummer. I had fun streaming though. I definitely did. And I'm sure I'll muscle back and probably go live again eventually, but I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's almost like you have to like re-energize and get back into the mindset of wanting to do it. Because like you go so hard and you do so much that you hit this point where it's like you're burnout, you're drained, and you just don't have the will to like do it. So it's like you got to take time off and kind of work back into it, and then later down the road you're finally like, man, I really miss like streaming and hanging out with like chat and just kind of vibing. Dude, like I loved like when we would get people in on games or stuff, like like when we play like Tarkov and Warzone and stuff like that, like being in chat and like talking with people and hanging out, like that was great.
Right. That definitely was fun. Like I like sometimes I wish I could just like jump in Discord and have everyone else just jump in Discord and just talk while I play video games or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because like the social side of it was fun. Like I definitely miss like talking to people in my stream all the time. And there's people that I stream to like Sean and Durf and Gigs and, like Drinking Buddy. And I miss talking to you guys all the time while I game. But like, man, sometimes when I game, I feel this escape that it's too hard to like want to turn my camera on. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I just got to do it again. I just got to muscle up and do it.
Like how many times have we played PUBG?
Off
like
stream.
Just hanging out.
I know.
Yeah, like it's
a lot.
Just fun.
Now I'm a little upset that you're not a Overwatch fan, dude.
I've never got into it,
Wait, so did you play it before Overwatch 2 though?
No, I never.
No, you never really got into it
like,
at all.
Honestly,
you never gave Overwatch
so, like,
1
growing up. No, like so growing up for me, like games were like typically sports games, so like MLB, NBA, and that kind of stuff, and then like I would do the occasional like the Call of Duties, but like I didn't really play a lot of like online FPS like battle royale type stuff. Like I literally just played the campaigns or I'd play a sports game because most of the time I was out playing sports. I didn't really have time to like play video games that much. And then I think it was like right before COVID hit, is when I started to get into it because I went back to school to finish some classes. So I had a little bit more time. And I started to kind of get into gaming because my brother-in-law was streaming at that point. I had never streamed. And just kind of like hanging out in his chat, seeing how like he was meeting people and like I was meeting people in his community, just doing that.
Right.
Making new friends and all. It was like, this is kind of fun. This is cool. Like I really like this. So then like I started getting more and more into gaming, and like then I started to really take like streaming seriously. So like I went from like the laptop and the Xbox to my full PC setup and like 3 monitors and all the jazz you see around me.
So
are you like Pauly, where you just strictly stream like online competitive type games?
No, I play a lot of variety. So for me, like I love survival based games. So like I play a lot of stuff like Ark, 7 Days to Die, stuff that kind of falls like in that like sandbox type game. Like that's kind of like my wheelhouse. I like stuff like that. So like when I would do FPS like competitive type games, like I don't advertise that I'm any good at them. Like I tell people like, hey, I'm trash at this, but we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun. You're gonna laugh because of how horrible. Like I could like teammates will play with me and they call it, I think they were calling it pulling a mad dog, because literally like I'd run around a corner and I'd accidentally pull the pin on a grenade and throw it like right at myself and be like, oh shit. And then they're like, you turn it around and you're trying to run and everybody's like, you pulled a mad dog.
Pulled a mad dog.
I did it again.
So you're the guy who doesn't pull the shoot and claims they were sniped out of midair.
Sniped, yeah. I was sniped out of the air. Come pick me up.
So Grogan, we definitely had to have met through TikTok, right? Like, because it was before I blew up on TikTok though, because I was actually with you in a game that I blew up on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite, like my all-time favorite TikToks that I ever made. So it's the one where Butcher at the end was like, "You better at me, bitch." I don't know if you've seen that one, Sean, or not, but it's pretty far down in my TikToks. It was like one of my very first few.
Popped off.
I don't even follow you on TikTok.
You son of a bitch.
Oh,
just he knows that's not true.
But yeah, so I was with Grogan and a friend of his, and dude, that night, like, though, my stomach hurt from laughing. We like fucked around that entire night. And like it just all in one story unfolded into a 30-second TikTok and just fucking blew my account up like overnight. Like I went from like 1,000 followers to I think 10,000 the next morning I woke up. It was crazy. And Butcher even gained like 5,000 followers from it.
Well, I think because every one of us had died, and I think he was the only one left. And like Paulie is like
we were spectating
on him driving, like trying to get away, and he was like running into trees and stuff, and it was like the best, most comedic thing ever. And like he said at the end, he's just like, "You better at me, bitch."
Yeah, because I was he finally bought us back, like after that whole long fucking, like he had a free buyback and he couldn't figure it out, and I was like, "Dude, it's free," and he's like, "Oh, it says free." And then like as I'm flying in, I was like, "Dude, you're about to make me famous on TikTok." And then it was quiet for a second, and he goes, "You better fucking at me, bitch." Fucking dead, dude.
I wish someone would have made a TikTok of the last time you and I played Warzone with Durf when I think you got shot down, and it was towards the end of the map. That was so good. I really am not good at Warzone, but Polly was trying to crawl into the building I ran into, and I just shut the fucking door.
Yeah, dude,
let him crawl.
Like I was down and I was scooting across the road, like this wide open road. I had made it right across, dude. I got right to the door, and the fucking door goes denied. Yeah. And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Yeah.
But then what happened?
Yeah, you won. You won the game.
I 3-kill clutch win right after that.
Yep.
Didn't need him. Sit down. Sit down.
Yeah, just left me out there to die.
Was it Buffet that introduced us actually?
Oh, it probably was, because I had played with Buffet. Yeah, you're probably right. That's probably how it went.
He was.
Yep. I definitely have met. Listen, I've had to have met him through TikTok then, because like there's no other way.
Pretty sure.
Yeah. Because that was before that was like when I started with like two viewers, and one of them was me on Twitch, so it definitely wasn't through Twitch. But
you follow yourself on Twitch?
What?
I mean, if you don't,
have you ever met
anybody
Polybot?
that didn't open a tab for themselves when they first started?
Polybot is actually my like secret quiet Twitch account that I log
Polybot's
into.
A dick.
He is a fucking asshole.
Dude, the only reason I got affiliated as quickly as I did on Twitch was because I came from Mixer and already had a community.
Yep. So
literally within like 6 days, I had everything and was already like affiliated and all.
That is awesome. But man, dude, which one did you prefer? Would you wish you could have stayed on Mixer, or are you glad that it?
I mean, there's good things and bad things of both. Like, I will say all around, like community wise and just like the people you would meet, like Mixer, I 100% prefer.
Damn.
In terms of like, I guess just what I can get out of the platform right now, Twitch is better, but it's still difficult because there's no like discoverability. So outside of what you've already built, it's very like you've got to build off the platform and then bring them on the platform, which is very disheartening. It would be nice if there was ways to build on the platform, but I think YouTube's working on some things that will make that attainable in the future. I don't think it's like there's still like YouTube is not a platform where you can say there's no discoverability, because you can make shorts and all and drive them specifically to your channel. Like you can't do that on Twitch.
Directly to the channel, right?
Yeah.
That's huge. Like that is definitely the downfall of I mean, I can't believe Twitch hasn't come up with anything else like that. Like zero content on Twitch. Like there's zero content. It's just
They
the
don't feel
live
like
stream.
they have to. That's the problem.
I know. It's sad
Well,
because
we'll see. You give it like 4 or 5 years. I think we'll see what happens if it pushes them to like do more, or if they just kind of like
now
pull a Mixer.
do you think Twitch would ever do like what Mixer did though? Because like Twitch being owned by Amazon doesn't need Twitch.
I don't think they would do it the way that Mixer did. And it wasn't Mixer. It was Microsoft.
It was Microsoft,
like
right?
Microsoft just pulled the plug and was like, we don't want to fund this anymore. We're done with it. We're going to sell it to Facebook. And it wasn't like anybody had like noticed. Like I can remember sitting at my desk. I was watching a partnered streamer, and like in the middle of her stream, chat starts going like, check Twitter. Like, look at Twitter. So like she pulled it up on Twitter, and everybody was just like, what the fuck? Because they posted it on Twitter before they didn't even tell like the really high end like Mixer partners. They just
oh my God.
posted it on Twitter, and that was the announcement. No emails, no like we're gonna pull you in and discuss it before we do it. It was out there.
Just done.
To be fair, that's how companies go under and lay people off too. They don't tell anyone. They just say, by the way, you're closed now. You're closed. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
That is wild. That is wild.
Yeah, so then they told everybody they had 30 days, and then you had some that tried to stick around the 30 days, but like after a week, most people were
Everyone was just gone.
And you started seeing people would basically put up these like 10-second videos they made that basically were saying like, oh, we're moving to Twitch.
To wherever,
Go follow Twitch. And literally they would just run that like all day long for like the 30 days.
That's crazy.
So like you'd be trying to find a stream to watch, and you're like, these are all
of them. Yeah.
They're just saying go here, go here, go here.
Crazy.
So can you stream Twitch Live through the Twitch app on Windows? You know how I can not Twitch, I'm sorry. TikTok.
Like on your PC?
You can go TikTok Live. There's a TikTok app on Windows, right?
Not on.
Well, there's.
I don't think you can do it on the computer. You'd have to have the stream key and like.
Yeah. How smart would it be just to stay TikTok Live for 24 hours and say, "Follow me on Twitch," and just have your scroll going through?
Well, so I don't know if you can do that or not. I know like, cause TikTok has like that live gaming thing. I don't have a stream key on TikTok, but I have access to like the live gaming one. So like I could like pull up my stream on my phone and then have it go live from there. And it would just record what because it screen records like whatever your phone's using. But I don't have a stream key. But so if you had a stream key though, you could just plug that into your OBS on your computer and go live from your computer with your stream key. But I don't have that.
Dude, I've been trying to get into that Creator Next thing, and it says that I like don't meet the age requirement. So I messaged them a month ago, right?
Yeah.
After a week, like I got no response. So I messaged again and was like, what do I need to do? And then they finally sent me the thing saying like you have to send a picture of your like ID or whatever so they can verify. Dude, it's been 4 weeks since I sent that, still nothing. And I've like asked, I think 4 other times, like, is there any update? Like every week I message and go, is there an update? What do I need to do?
And you
get
get absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Crickets. I'm like, it is the worst like response. Like,
yeah, that's
like customer service, I guess you'd say. Like, how do you like a month and a half, not a single response for a very simple thing? Literally all they have to do is check the ID and update the age.
And update it. Yeah. That's
what is so hard about that? Like, what the hell?
A lot of companies are really bad about their kind of like DirecTV is piss poor at that kind of stuff. Getting back to you about anything. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks because like what if it was your livelihood and they just aren't going to respond to you? Yeah. You know, like what if it was more than a hobby to you and you're like, well, I'm fucked. You know?
Yep.
Yeah, that's shitty.
Yeah, Twitch goes down and you can't go live on their platform.
I know, and then what do you do? Suck. Right. It's not like they pay you like they don't give you PTO and everything, you know? You're just fucked, dude. Oh man, that would suck.
Yeah. So what would you guys do if Twitch did go down?
I would just go to YouTube. I mean, what else do you do?
I think I would do YouTube as well. I mean,
there's Trovo.
I've got stuff built in there. Ah, God, I could never do Trovo.
I know, dude.
What is Trovo?
Trovo is just another. Yes. So
that's what we were talking about. We were talking about this last week, that I could see Twitch trying to offer some kind of subscription service for streamers to pay to get themselves up on the For You page or anything like that. A front page.
Aren't they kind of doing that right now though? Because isn't there like a whole boost train thing where
there's
like people
support
the stream and it recommends them? Like,
yes.
Is that not like a form of pay to win?
It is some form of pay to win. And I've actually heard, I don't know how true this is, but I heard that there's people that have figured out how to like fake subscriptions to get a hype train started on their stream. Huh. So it's like a follow bot, but it's like a sub bot. And it's like completely faking it. But I don't know how true that is, because I don't know how they would do that, because it's all paid. You know, it's like actual money. Like even Twitch Prime is money. So
do they subscribe and then ask for a refund? Maybe like
I don't know.
Could that be how it's done?
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. But I've heard there's been people that have found out how to fake.
That makes sense.
Twitch thinks there's.
I can see that being a thing, because we've talked about this, Polly, where there's certain streamers who their stream is just them sitting in front of a camera and people subscribing, donating 500 fucking subscribes just over and over and over again. And they're crying and like, this means so much to me. You're not even streaming. You're just getting paid to sit there.
You know what's sad? I can remember people would do that on Mixer. Like literally their thing was like, we'll support you and we'll help you grow if you subscribe to the channel. And literally like you would just see people like subscribing or following or whatever because they thought they were going to get support back. Like it was the worst thing ever. And it took forever to get them to take any kind of action against that.
So hype trains are the ones that get you on the For You page.
Well, they call it, it's called a boost train now.
Boost train. So
boost train is what gets you on the recommended. Like,
so how do you start a boost train then? Is it just people like it's like a hype train then, like the same idea, or?
I think so. So I don't know if it's like once you get past level 5, it's turned into a boost train, or if it's just what they're calling it now. Like I've seen a few people that have had boost stream, but like they're like, level like 16 and 17 in, and I'm like, that's never gonna happen for me. No. I haven't been consistent enough lately to even get close to that. So what happens to the people that are trying to build? They don't have the communities, and like they're not getting recommended. You're just recommending the people that already have channels that are being supported. So,
right.
Like how are you really helping the small streamers grow? You're not. No. There's no way.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that works, I guess. Do you remember, though, are they ever going to do that channel point thing? Remember when they had it so, like, people could spend their channel points and it would boost your stream? That's done.
I heard they nixed it, that it wasn't, like, working out. They couldn't make it work, so.
Right, because I remember some streamers had. I never got that, but not like it mattered. But, like, I remember Wash had it. A couple other people I know had it, and it worked, because I remember even scrolling through Twitch and you could say like their community boosted this stream, and then it was like on the recommended page for you. But I don't know. I mean, I didn't think that was the worst idea, but then again, channel points can be manipulated. Like my mods can just give all their channel points back to themselves after they spend it.
You can?
Oh, yes.
Fuck have I been? Oh, my God.
Yeah. This dude's been saving up channel points. This man has been saving up channel points to play.
It's not even that I've been saving. You guys put up before I was even modded, you guys put up just some gamble thing one night, and I won like 30K. Oh. I'm like, okay, thank you.
No.
Thank you.
Gigs felt so bad for me. I kept losing all my money. So
yes.
She would give me more. It was great.
Fucking Gigs, man. She cracks me up. Oh, man. But yeah, so mods can give themselves their channel points back. So you could spend them, and then you could decline all the channel points, and it would go back to whoever spent those channel points. But yep. So there's streams when like I've started my stream and like my sounds didn't work or something. So after I would end my stream, I would go back and just decline all the channel points that were spent. So at least everyone got their channel points back. But
how kind of you.
I know. I'm a nice guy. What can I say? But
I should make you stream next Friday night.
I'm like,
I'm gonna make you stream next Friday night.
Second.
Give me a second. But
I'm just gonna go to your general page on Discord and say Paulie's playing Rocket League next week. We're catching this in.
We're gonna catch a dub on Friday. Watch us live. I don't know. I want to go back to streaming, and then I don't want to go back to streaming. I don't know.
What part of it makes you not want to stream? I guess that's not
the ease of playing video games without streaming. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but like you know when people make videos all the time like gaming's my escape from reality and blah blah. Like for me, dude, it really is. Like it really is my like quiet time and my zen. Like it's just what I do. It's what I've always done my entire life. And like that went away when I started streaming, because then it turned into, and I'm not trying to say I didn't enjoy streaming, but like I didn't have like a peace of mind from playing video games while I was streaming. And like, I think that's what has deterred me away from streaming so much, is because like it ruined my video game time. And especially now that I have like a slotted amount of time to play every night because of my daughter, or, you know, just getting older, and like that just goes away. I mean, playing video games and trying to chat with people the whole time it's not a relaxing night. But
I think another problem you came across was something I do too, is all of a sudden you just can't find anything worthwhile playing.
That happened big time.
Yeah.
Big time. When Warzone died, it like I was in this loophole of like, what do I play? What do I play? And like I always play video games. So like I remember like I tried to stream Tarkov and I didn't really get much of a viewership. And listen, I don't care what anyone says. They say, you know, you don't look at your numbers. I look at my numbers. I just do. I mean, you're a streamer. You're there to make your numbers. You know what I mean? And like, if my viewership was low, like I just felt like, why do I want to keep streaming to 2 people? You don't. Like, you can't tell me that people don't stop streaming because their numbers are low. Like, it happens, you know? And I don't know.
Like, honestly, for me, like my biggest struggle with going live again is that I don't know like if people will be there when I'm live. Like
yes.
In the back of my head, I know there's a couple people that are for sure most likely going to show up in the stream, but like I've had so many like people that I honestly consider myself like close with that I don't really see around streams anymore. I may catch them once in a while, like if we play a game offline or something, but like to see like so many people leave and then not know like who's going to be there when I come back. And like I'm the type of person, like I hate playing games by myself. Like I don't like this single player like do it myself, because I feel like I get so focused on it and I drone out that I feel like it's boring. Like for me, I feel like my content is better when I have other people playing with me, because I guess I kind of feed off of them and like we're able to joke around, and like that's where I have fun. Like the TikTok that went off, I had 2 other guys playing with me, and literally it was 7 Days to Die, right?
Yep.
So I go up the top of the stairs and I'm like, watch, I'm gonna like jump off the stairs and hit him with the sledgehammer and make him fly. Like this will be hilarious. And my other buddy was like, are you sure you want to do that? So the kid walks in the door and I jump off and just hit him with the sledgehammer, and he literally flies like
just launches
across the room, like launched him. And like everybody's commenting on it about like the sledgehammer and how like I knocked him across the room, and like it was funny. Like like I wouldn't have that if I was playing by myself. I'd be bored.
Right.
So leading onto that, if you stop streaming for a while, say, and then you jump back into it, does it hurt a little bit when the people who have been like your core, it could be 4 to 5 people, just they're not there all of a sudden because you were gone for so long?
Dude, it is a punch in the gut. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like there are some people that like I was really close with. I don't see them in streams, or if I do, it's like for a second and then they're gone, and like it sucks because you're like, man, I was really close with them. Like we played games all the time, and like I barely hear from them anymore. Like it sucks. It hurts.
I know. So like, I'll even put this out there. So I haven't streamed in a month, and I really haven't even said anything on my Discord. And I literally have nobody asking when my next stream's gonna be. You know what I mean? Like, there's nobody who said like, hey, are you gonna stream again? Like, you can even go through all my Discord. Like, nobody has said anything. It's like, you know what I mean? And like, that doesn't bother me enough not to stream. Like, but it's enough to be like, fuck, man, no one's even asking where I went. You know what I mean? Or no one's even asked like, hey, are you all right, dude? They're just, God, it's like I was never even there. It's a weird feeling. And like, I don't always like, I'm definitely not like a pity person. So like, I could care less. You know what I mean? Like, I have real life friends and shit like that. So it's not like I've lost everything just because I don't stream anymore. But like, when no one asks like, hey dude, are you going to be streaming again? Like, I don't know. It's just like, why do I want to stream? But
yeah, it's like, do I even go back to it, or do I just kind of like enjoy the other stuff in life and
exactly
slip by?
Exactly.
Well, another thing too is not that I talk to you all the time now that we got this going, but before that, the first time you kind of just stopped, I felt like we kind of talked a little bit, but I knew that you had shit going on, so I wasn't gonna bug you with your side hobby. Are you gonna stream? When are you gonna fucking stream? It's not none of my business. Who am I to tell you? You got to stream to entertain me.
Right.
You know.
But like, it's crazy though, like, because I had like a 3 or 4 month stretch of like a 30 average viewers, which is awesome. That's an awesome amount of people watching you, you know. And then like, I stopped streaming, and then it's like a ghost town. Like, it's nothing. And it's like, where the fuck? Like, so people are only there for the hype of it. You know what I mean? And that bothers me. Like, that, like, people are only going to show up when you're popping off. Like, if you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I went from mid 30 average on Mixer, like active, like talking, you know, the whole jazz.
Yep.
To we went over to Twitch, and I started out like the same. It was like 30s, whatever. Kind of dropped down into like the 20s. Then it got to where it was probably like 17 or 18 average, I'd say, right? And then I took that long break, like when I had to move and everything else. And when I came back, it was like nothing. Just like I was building from the ground. There was like 3 or 4 people that kind of hung around that, you know, I knew would probably be there. But then I had to like rebuild it again. And like, I'll hit spurts where like I'll get like maybe 10 or 12. But then like other nights, it'll be like 2 or 3. And I'm like, damn, is this even worth it? Like, do I really want to work that hard again? Just to like,
and that's what is like that's the biggest thing is like, you know what it takes to get to 30 people, and you know that wasn't just by luck. It wasn't just by, oh, my stream just popped off that night. No, when you're averaging that many people, you're making TikToks, you're in your Discord, or you know, you're guilded, whatever.
You're active in other Discords, like,
yes, you're active in other streams, and the off stream is the biggest work, and I think that maybe that's why I don't want to do this right now. It's just because of all the off stream stuff that you have to do just to get your stream to pop off. It's a lot of fucking work, dude.
Especially when you're working a full-time job, with your dads and stuff. Like, you do not have the energy or like the desire to do it at like 9:30 at night most times. Like, it's
the real question is, did kids ruin your stream?
Kids always ruin my streams.
This was before kids for me. Like, mine was literally a move that took me out for like 7 months because I was moving. I had to do like renovations on my house.
Yep.
And then we had the baby towards like the end before I came back. And like, just all the time I had to put into the house, like I didn't have time to stream because I had so much stuff to do between working on the house, my wife being pregnant. Like, everything just kind of fell out of whack. And it's like just everyday life. Like, it's not even just kids. Like, people have other stuff that they have to deal with. Like, they've got family, they've got friends, they got jobs. Like, some people have to take on more work because they can't afford, you know, the lifestyle, because let's face it, like the cost of living versus, you know, wages is ridiculous. Like, just people can't afford it. Like, most people have to go out and get 2 or 3 jobs just to survive these days.
Yeah, which is crazy. But yeah, I mean, I definitely miss streaming, and I miss like all the energy I used to have to do all of it. But like, I can't find it anymore to do it. Like, I just can't. And when I came back from my 3-month break, I really went to it. Like, I was making TikToks, I was in everyone's stream, I was in Discord, and my stream actually started coming back. Like, I was getting back up to like the 12, 15 viewers. And but then like after a couple more days go by, you're like, fuck man, I can't keep doing this every single night. Like I can't, like, you know, and it sucked. Like, building a connection on Twitch is hard, dude. Like, it's hard like to like watch someone stream when you really don't want to watch it. Like, I want to play my game right now, but I have to be in your stream. I have to be irrelevant somewhere. Like, it's just, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's definitely a full-time job if you want it to work, even if it's a hobby. Like, if you want it to work, it's full-time, dude. 100% full-time. But because like even at work, I used to like pull up my Discord and chat with everyone in my Discord, and then put my phone away. But then it was like, fuck my real friends. You know what I mean? Fuck texting my wife or, you know, or anything like that, because like I just spent it going through Discord for 30 minutes. So I don't know. It's a lot. It puts a lot on you. And like Grogan even said, like when you're streaming to 2 people, you're just like, this is fucking pointless. Like, you definitely can't just turn your stream on and play. So I don't know.
And then even with all that, if streaming is like a full-time job, there's no guarantee that it's going to be worth your while either.
Right.
At the end of the
Right.
day, you know?
Yep.
It's not going to pay your electricity bill.
No, because like, what are you going to do with the $200-$300 if you're lucky a month? What do you do with that? It's not worth it. All that fucking work you just did, and you get a $300 check. You're like, awesome, thank you, I guess. I just did this 7 days a week for a fucking month straight.
Thanks, Twitch, for writing Verizon Wireless a check.
And like, don't get me wrong, like a $300 check when I was streaming was a pretty good month in streaming. Like, that's, I mean, but it's not a lot of money. That's definitely not a lot of money. Because what the fuck are you going to do with $300 nowadays? Nothing. That bought me one fucking Elgato light. Like, come on. That's the hard part. Is like all that work and effort you put into it, and it's just gone to $300. But you know, of course, money isn't everything, and you want to have fun with it, but it's hard to have fun when your numbers aren't up there. So,
I feel like the most time you spend with if you're going to stream would be building your community and getting people to even recognize your stream.
Yes.
That you are streaming.
Yep.
Everything else will fall into place after that. But that's probably the most difficult part.
But yes. In like any hobby that you do. So like, let's say like your hobby is like woodworking, right? And you make all these things, and you obviously, if you're making shit, you got to sell it, right? Like, you're not just making shit. Like, your house isn't just full of fucking shelves that you've made in your garage because your woodworking hobby. You're selling it. And if no one's buying your shit, why the fuck would you keep woodworking? You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to keep doing it, even if it's only a hobby. Like, I don't know. The blunt truth is, if you're failing at it, you're not going to keep doing it. So.
Especially an expensive hobby.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Do you think having all the equipment, and I don't want to say that you guys have expensive equipment, but you've put a lot of time and money into it. We talked about it before the show. Do you think that helps you in any way with your building a community, building a stream?
I say yes.
Value. Yeah.
Yes.
I think it adds value. Now you still have to do like the other stuff, but like if somebody clicks onto your stream and you've got high quality audio, video, and they click onto someone that's like very low quality, like which one are you really gonna watch? Like,
right.
You're probably not gonna watch the one that's all pixelated. You can't see what they're doing. Like, you're gonna be like leaning more towards that. Now they still have to be entertaining. If they're not entertaining, you're just gonna click off stream. Yeah, they got a pretty background and all, but they're like, watching paint dry is more fun than watching their stream. Like, I mean, come on. Like, there's like I said, there's value that it gives it, but there still has to be like that other piece. Like they have to do something that's gonna,
Yeah.
help
Just a
them grow.
small piece in the puzzle.
Yeah,
A
like for
helpful piece
me,
though.
it's always like the community feel. It's like just welcoming people in and being kind of like supportive and just being relatable, I guess you'd say. Like that's been like the biggest feedback for me is just how relatable I am to others.
Now,
Um
Grogan, here's
yeah,
a
yeah.
question that like Sean has asked me. So, how do you feel like when a viewer comes into your chat and they tell you something that you just don't give a fucking shit about, but like you want to be that nice guy, right? Like this is something I feel like streamers don't talk about, right? But like I know every streamer has it, like say someone comes in your stream and they're talking to you and then all of a sudden they're like, it's my birthday. And you're like, I don't fucking care. But
I'll give you another example. So someone comes into your stream and they want to talk about, I don't want to push any bubbles
I was
here.
going to say, be careful because you know all of them.
Let me come up with an
you
example.
are a mod in my stream.
Let's say they love Digimon and that's all they want to talk to you about, but you don't know shit about Digimon and you don't care, but it's clearly some teenager, 14, 15-year-old, even younger sometimes. That's the scenario he's trying to push on you.
Yes.
Oh man, I try to be nice about it, but like I'll usually tell them like, yeah, mention it in like the Gilded or something. Like maybe somebody else is interested in that. Like I won't like drone on about it. Like I'll be like, yeah, that's cool.
So I'll be honest, I'm like the fake person. I'm like, oh, holy shit. I'm like, wait, you won your tournament? Like, but I don't fucking care.
I don't.
But I do the fake thing. But
you said tournament, by the way. You said tournament.
But you know what I mean? Like, I played this like hero of all. You know what I mean? That I shouldn't have been that way because like in reality, I don't really care. But in real life though, like even especially owning the store like I do, I talk to a lot of people about their problems or their life that I don't give a shit about. And even in my store, like I have to fake that I care. Like, like
sometimes that's just a part of life though, because
well, yes,
a guy could come up to me at work and talk about his fucking hot rod and I don't give a shit. I don't know. I drive a Honda. I don't care about your 86 Chevelle or whatever it could be. You know what I mean?
Like that's how it is at my deli. Like say like for an example, someone will come in and they'll be like, yeah, I'm putting new windows in my house. I'm doing it all myself. I'm like, that's cool. I don't care. And then the next day they come in, of course I go up to them and I'm like, how are those windows coming, dude? But like, I don't fucking care. You know what I mean? But I put this mask on like, because you have to be friendly. And that's one thing about streaming that like drives me nuts sometimes, like to the point where I'm like, just please stop talking about it. So I stop talking about it. You know what I mean? Like you can't tell me that doesn't happen to you though. Like,
so I'm friendly about it, but I'm short.
Okay.
So like I make it very apparent that like I'm nice about it, but I really don't care.
Yeah.
I think that would be the best way to go about it.
You're not really gonna get much out of me. I'm gonna be like, that's cool. Like
that's definitely a smart way to play it.
Yeah, like I'm not like the one that's gonna be like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Like tell me more. I'm like, oh, that's great.
That's cool. All right.
I've seen Paulie have that come up and be the one to ask questions to like bring more on to himself, to where I think I would be more like, that's pretty cool, dude. I don't really have time for that kind of stuff though, so I hope you enjoy it though.
Yeah. See, that's something I'd probably have to
like,
work
I've
on.
never gotten into
Paulie will be like, so how many cards do you have? What do those cards do? What does this card mean?
Well, like I have buddies that like one of them like wanted to talk to me about D&D, and I was like, dude, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm like, I've never D&D'd in my life. I was like, I don't really know that it's my thing, and I'm not gonna pretend it's my thing. Like,
right.
That's great that you like it, and like, hey, I'll try to check a stream out or something and see what it's about. But I just, one, I don't really have the time for it, and two, I just have never really been into it, and I really doubt I'm gonna be into it. So sorry. Like people ask me all the time, they're like, oh, why don't you play this game? Like I've got a buddy that asks me all the time, like, hey, you want to play this? And I'm like, I'm just straight up with them. I'm like, dude, I don't like the game. I've never liked the game. I'm never gonna like the game. So yeah, I'm gonna pass on that one.
Yeah, that's definitely something I gotta work on, because I just put this fake like friendly mask on, and it's just it drives me fucking nuts, man.
Yo,
man, because like some of the stuff people talk to me about, and I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, why do you think anyone cares?
And it doesn't help, Paulie, either, that someone like me and Gigs and chat egg the shit on, just because we know what's going on,
right? And like, like I told Sean, I'm like, listen, if you ever have like a side conversation with Gigs, like, dude, why does Paulie care? I don't fucking care. I actually don't care, but I just keep it going on because I feel like I don't want him to go away. You know what I mean?
That business owner in you.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
If and when Paulie ever streams again, I'm gonna totally make up something about like a Hello Kitty tournament and see if he goes.
Dude, and I will. I'll fucking be all about it. I'll be like, wow, holy, like, how many kitties do you have? Like,
you'd be like, no way, Grogan, really? Like, I can hear it.
The new Hello Kitty plush is available on Amazon tomorrow.
Maybe I just like start my stream and just be myself 100% the next time. You know what I mean? Like, someone will come in and say something, and I just like, hey, today's my birthday. Happy birthday, dude. So anyway, you know, like, I don't know.
Oh man.
The one thing that used to piss me off too when I streamed was when I did a lot of viewer games. Those nights, I enjoy viewer games, but I feel like I should have done a more organized, like, who's going to play, when they're going to play kind of thing, instead of like, next in chat, let's go. You know what I mean?
What you need a mod for. That sounds like a mod's job.
Yeah.
I made people hang around. Like, I would literally be like, you got to talk, and like, it's another community. Like, I'm not going to play you first night, but if you're cool, I'll let you. And like, there were some young kids that would come in and like, but they would come back and they would be cool about it. And I was like, hey, you know what? You hung out, you chatted, you did what I asked you to do. Like, I'll let you come in and play a game with us, and we'll see how it goes.
That's smart.
And like, you know, I made like friendships with like some of the younger people in our streams. Like there's a few that I can think even off the top of my head that like I always enjoy when they come in. And sometimes though they like push the limit of like, dude, no one cares. You have to stop, you know. But like, I don't know. Do you remember a kid in my stream named Kyle, Sean? He used to talk so much shit, and it would piss everyone off.
Username?
Yeah, it was like Kyle something.
Remember?
It was like, dude, he would talk so much shit, but I loved that about him because he was like a 16-year-old kid, and he would just be like, Paul, you're a fucking asshole, and all this shit. And I loved it because I was like, see, now this is like, I'd rather talk about this than like someone's Digimon collection, you know?
See, I had a few times I had to stop people because they were like cocky, but it got to a point where it was like really bad. And I was like, yo, you gotta like chill out, or I just can't bring you on my stream.
Right.
And there's other people that like I played with, and we've talked about this, that like either were just way too competitive. Like I said, like I'm not like some cracked like Apex, Warzone, like FPS game. Like you're not gonna see me drop like a 20 bomb. It's just not happening. Okay.
Yep.
I'm lucky if I get 9 or 10. Okay.
Yep.
So like when people are getting mad at me and screaming at me, I'm like, I don't even want to play this game. Like you just ruined it for me. Like this is no fun.
I can think of one person off the top of my head that fucking gets under my skin with that shit all the fucking time, dude. And like, oh man, the competitiveness is like, dude, I'm not on the same level as you. And like, I mean, I don't want to brag, but like, I could fucking do some work in Warzone. Like, I always was able to do very well in Warzone. And like, when someone else is like getting mad at me, it's like, bro, like first, like, get on my fucking level, and then we can talk about it. But you know what I mean? But like, I don't know. I didn't enjoy that either. Like when people were too competitive. Cause like, I mean, I'm definitely there to have fun, or I would be in a fucking Z League or tournaments trying to make money off of something. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't just be doing it for fun for no reason. I don't know. Yeah. Some people get super competitive.
The reason I play those games with Butcher.
Yeah, I know. Butcher was always fun, though. Butcher was fun.
Bro, we always had fun, but like that's what it was about for me. Like I just wanted to goof off and have a good time, man.
Yep.
Like if I did something stupid and it was worthy of going on like TikTok, then that was good. I was
See,
good.
now,
That was
like,
game.
what was nice about me is, like, I would play to have fun, and I would, because I was always laughing, and you know what I mean? Like, I would play with, like, stupid loadouts and stuff like that, but then I would do, like, these ridiculous things while having fun. Like, that one time, actually, that one TikTok where I fucking shot that RPG at that kid in the air, that was Kyle. Kyle stream sniped me, and I fucking turned around, dude, and he was flying in at me, and I fucking shot my rocket at this dude out of the air and fucking blew him up midair. Like, it was insane. And, like, I loved, those were the moments that I miss about Twitch. You know what I mean? Because, like, first off, I'm getting stream sniped by this asshole who talks shit in my stream all the time, but I love it. But, like, I don't know. Those days I miss. I miss those days.
Were those like the custom nights? Holy
yes,
crap,
dude. Oh my god.
Those were crazy.
Those were fun though. Those nights were a lot of fun. But Caldera fucked that up, because who the fuck wants to play custom Caldera?
Yeah, Caldera was horrible. I just hated the map, to be honest.
Oh, it was the worst designed fucking map in my I don't know. I can't even play. I don't even play it off stream. Like I enjoy Rebirth sometimes, but I like the like calmness of Verdansk. Like there was a lot of time in between where like you could chat with people or have funny conversations, and then you would get into a gunfight, and then it would be over, and then you would have more time. But in like Rebirth, dude, it is like fucking zoned in until the very end. It's just constant, and it's hard
Rebirth
to
is
stream it.
deathmatch. It's just team deathmatch.
100%.
Because
100%. I'm ready for the new one. I'm ready for it.
I'm hoping it's good. I heard it's gonna be a new map, so we'll see.
It is. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's designed correctly though. My God. I mean, Verdansk was really like the cream of the crop. Like it really like had it all. It had your close quarter in building fights. It had your 1,500 meter snipes. You know, like it had a little bit of everything. And man, for them to take that away was like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
So since we're going to talk about Verdansk, I'm going to bring this up. Do you remember the Nintendo 64 game called, it was Army Men, Sergeant's Heroes?
Yes.
Yes.
I
do remember.
I just saw a TikTok clip this week of that game. I don't think they were streaming it, but it was just, hey, remember this game type of TikTok. There is a bunker type map in that game. It's not very big because it was a 64 game.
Yep.
But it gives some big time Verdansk vibes. If I will send you the clip, Ollie.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know the bunker area in Verdansk?
Yes. You think they copied it?
The colors are very similar.
Dude,
just that
wouldn't that be
brown.
interesting?
I was like, whoa, that's Verdansk. That's crazy. It gave off some huge Verdansk vibes. It was wild. I will find it and send it to you.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
All right, I'll post it up so you boys can see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna want to see this. I definitely miss Verdansk. Verdansk was fun. It was perfect.
Dude, like
it's time to move on from Warzone.
I know.
It's time to move on. Verdansk was the highlight of Warzone, though.
It really was.
100%.
Yeah.
Even after they added shit and it was annoying, it was still better than what is out now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for streamers.
Yeah, the moment they did Caldera, like I just quit. I was like, I can't play this game
that was
anymore.
where I slipped away.
When Verdansk was around and they introduced Rebirth, that was a cool little offshoot, faster pace type thing. And yeah, after that, it was pretty much.
Yep. Oh well, new one's coming out. We'll move on.
New fucking Warzone. This is what we need.
See.
More Warzone TikTok.
Who knows? Yep. Maybe this is where Paulie and I make our return.
Yeah, maybe. You never know, man. If I enjoyed enough, I'll be back. I'll for sure be back. But it's got to be fun again though. And I don't know. I'm not like super stoked for the multiplayer because like multiplayer is just the same washed up Call of Duty every year. I don't care what anyone
you played
says.
In 2008.
It's the same feel. And like I've played that since day one, and 15 years later, it's the same thing. But I don't know. I have a lot of fun on PUBG now, though. I really do.
I really enjoy PUBG.
Yep.
And I'm just waiting for Paulie to tell me.
I know. I was hoping you would play Overwatch, man.
I was like, dude, I'm dying to play.
Right. This last week, I've been on like a huge Overwatch kick. So
what's the upcoming games you guys are looking forward to playing? Besides Warzone. Don't say Warzone.
So there's a game called The Day Before that I'm waiting on.
Yeah.
It's a survival-based game. Oh, have you seen it?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It looks so good. It's like 7 Days to Die, like 7 Days to Die, like zombie survival meets The Division. Like I swear, if you look at the moments, it's like the same, I think, engine or something like that. But
is it third person?
Yeah, I think it is third person. I don't know if there's a first person option, maybe, but it's pretty wild looking, to be honest.
Did you play Division, Grogan?
Oh, dude, yeah, I played so much.
I feel like Paulie would love it, but it's impossible to get him to play fucking anything else other than Warzone or PUBG.
Yeah,
Paulie,
Division 2 was so much fun.
Division is fun.
Okay, I've played Division, but like I don't know. It didn't do it.
You have people to play with.
The Division 2?
No, I never played Division 2.
I played both.
Oh, dude, you
got both. Both were good.
Yeah.
Battle for New York was so good. It was good. Good times.
If you get it, I'm just saying, I have it on PC. So,
all right, I'll write that down.
That's
I'm gonna message you and be
like, get it, you bitch.
I haven't randomly get gifted it and be like, yo, bro, you gotta play.
I will play through the campaign with anybody. That is a good game.
You know what I'm kind of excited for, and I don't know why, is Grand Theft Auto 6.
You are years behind.
I know.
Years ahead of yourself here.
I know. Like I actually started playing a little bit of the role playing on Grand Theft Auto 5, and I actually had fun with that. But I'm gonna have a hard time to stream that because I only stream for like 2 hours a night. And that's just not enough time for anything to unfold to be interesting.
That Grand Theft Auto roleplay is really crazy because it's been around for years and it comes through in waves. It's really popular, then you don't hear about it, and then it's really popular. Yep. And right now it's really popular. It's people love it. I've
seen the videos.
Summit 1G was like my favorite roleplay to watch. Like his character, it was so good, and he got into it late. Like and then of course like he got boosted to like the best server that you could play on and all this stuff. I mean, it's Summit. But like he was so funny playing that I mean, I don't know. I love Summit though. I'm a huge Summit fan.
Can you like customize your people in the GTA thing or whatever?
Yes. Yeah.
So I saw a TikTok recently, and it was these like, I think it was 3 guys, and it was a role play one. Like they robbed a bank and like killed a cop or something like that, right? And they're like on the run, but like you really pay attention to them and you realize these guys are literally like this tall with like the biggest heads. Like they look like children running around with guns and masks on. It's the funniest thing I've ever watched in my life. Oh my gosh. And it was on TikTok. It was just random. And I was like, I could get into that because that would be funny.
That would be fun. Right.
Yeah.
That's why I would love to see the new one come out. But yeah, you're right though. That's going to be a long time from now.
It won't be next year. That's for sure.
No.
I don't know what other games I'm really excited about. I don't know. I don't really have quite a list.
Yeah, The Day Before is like the big one for me. There's another one called Rooted that's like another zombie survival game, but that's not, I don't think that's going to be done until like 2020, like late 2023, 2024. They just finished like getting all their funding and all.
I used to play Ark a lot. I started on my Xbox, and I don't know why I remember this, but so on Ark, the first time I played it, I played on like a normal server, and I played on my Xbox. My wife, who I wasn't married to yet, she went to Hawaii with her mom for like 2 weeks, and I was just at the house alone, and dude, I like tamed a Quetzal like on my Xbox for 8 fucking hours, dude. I sat and tamed this fucking Quetzal dinosaur for fucking 8 hours, dude. Like, it was insane, dude. I literally I know, right? I literally had an iPad up and I watched Netflix on it while I was taming this fucking dinosaur. Dude, it was fucking crazy.
Oh,
the dedication I had to that game was insane. And then, like, one day I just was like, I don't want to play this anymore. And I'm fucking done. I have never played it since.
See, we play like modded servers.
Yes,
so, like,
now I play modded
and...
servers. Yes. Yep.
Dude,
I don't know why I did that.
It's fun when we play. That's another one, actually. So Arc 2, but I don't know when it's coming out because they keep pushing the date on it.
Yes.
So I'm like,
that's where I was going with that.
Can I just get the new one?
Arc 2 would be fun. Arc kind of drove me away when they started doing like all the real like futuristic things. Like,
oh yeah, the robotic, like the jetpack.
Yes, and like even like the offline raid stuff, like like you could put like this force field around your base and shit, and I'm like, dude, this is fucking stupid.
We got super OP with it at one point because like those robotic suits you're talking about, like literally you could get on and like you would punch a dinosaur and kill it.
Yeah, see, like that's so stupid. Like, before all of that came, that's when I liked Ark. That's when it was, I mean, it was fun, man. It really was a lot of fun, but that kind of stuff, like, I didn't want to deal with all that, so. Normal Ark, though, I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
I think the game I'm going to make Polly get and play is going to be the Hogwarts game.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm
learn about fucking Hogwarts.
Jesus
doesn't
Christ.
even know who Hagrid is.
I fucking know who he is, dude.
Oh, do you really? Do you?
Well, yes, yeah, we went through it. I know who he is. I saw the fucking movies. I just never got into it, man. I listen. I'm like a diehard Star Wars fan. Like, so, like, if you want to run down the fucking story of right, Star Wars is my fucking jam, dude. I love it.
I love Star Wars too. I don't understand. I'm gonna rant here a little bit. Yep. Why people cannot like more than one thing? Like, Star Wars is awesome. Harry Potter is awesome. You can like both. It's okay.
You could
like both.
But like,
feel free.
I mean, I don't know. I like if I go into Walmart and I see like something Darth Vader that I don't own, like I buy that shit. But like if I see a fucking wand, like a mystery wand in a box, I'm not buying that. I just
buy it for your wife.
I mean, I could. She likes Harry Potter.
Oh man.
And I hate movies that people are always like the books are better, because then I'm like, well, then I don't fucking like it because I'm not reading the book.
Do you read books, Polly?
No.
Yeah, I read a lot. Truthfully, that's something we're going to talk about on this podcast at some point when we're done talking about fucking Warzone at some day.
now you had to have known when you started a podcast with fucking Polly Pones we were going to talk about Warzone.
Oh, I was well aware. I play Warzone too. Like I said, you can like multiple things. It is okay to like Star Wars, to like Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings. It's okay. Feel free. It's your life.
Well, I mean, I like the Buffalo Bills and Darth Vader and Warzone, so.
I saw something about us
That's
trading
my
our
life.
running back. I saw something about us trading our running back to you, Paulie.
Wait, what
Who's
running
us?
back?
The Commanders.
What do you mean us?
Antonio Gibson.
I haven't seen anything about
that.
Wait.
So Grogan is a Commanders fan? No, no shame. I'm not here to shame. I don't shame football teams. I mean,
everybody
NFL.
else may not feel shame. I feel shame because my
okay.
like...
But no. The reason because I am a lifetime Packers fan, so that's why this is. So here we are. This is good timing. And honestly, I don't like the Packers' chances. Don't like it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like our chances. We're playing with Taylor Heineke, and like the thing that kills me is like there's all these fans that are like, oh, Wentz sucks. Like, Heineke's going to lead us to the promised land. And I'm like, he's got no arm. Like, the dude literally couldn't get into the league for years. He couldn't even make it into the CFL. Like, the only reason he made it in and was our quarterback was because 3 other quarterbacks got injured that year. He was literally the 4th string quarterback, and he happened to have a few good games. He went into the second season, and he had, honestly, a mediocre season. Like, it was average at best. He did not do anything crazy. And he's playing with an even worse offensive line than he did last year. You really think he's going to do something? He's going to get murdered.
Well, they're playing the right team to have a good offensive game because they're playing the right fucking team this week. I can tell you that.
You know
Wait, are they playing the Packers this week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what will happen is we'll have a good offensive week because of, being a slightly, not as good as some of the other teams we play, right? Whatever. But like, we'll have a really good game, and then all the fans are gonna be like, "Oh, Taylor Heineke's the savior. Oh, he's gotta be the starting quarterback." And it'll be like, give it a week, okay? He's gonna get murdered next week, okay? It's not even a question. It's gonna happen. He's gonna throw like 2 picks. He'll have like 150 yards to match that 300 yards the week before. It's never 4 straight games of 300 yards. It's 300, 150, 250, 100. Like it's not consistent at all. And it drives me crazy.
As a Bills fan, I love hearing this because we struggled forever. And now, like, our Lord and Savior, fucking Josh Allen, steps in and is just shitting on everyone, dude. It's he's like unbelievable to watch. Like, and like, the best part is like, in my entire being a fan of the Bills, we were never good. Like, when we had Jim Kelly, I was too young to even remember. Like, I mean, I remember vaguely, like, how good he was, but, like, I don't really at all. Like, because I wasn't much of a fan. You know what I mean? And so, like, oh, man, now having Josh Allen, I just feel like I'm sitting high on my throne. And like, the best part is like, outside of my little world here in my little town, I don't know any other Bills fans. Like, I don't go on Twitch and see any other Bills fans. I don't see any on TikTok. It's crazy.
Look, our last really good season was like 94. Okay. We
Yeah.
had 1 year. 1 year other than that was above average. And that was Griffin's like rookie year.
Yes.
Right? Because he went off. It was crazy.
It was.
He got injured in the playoffs. And then everything just right back down the Cooper,
Yeah,
But
he
that
had
was, like,
an
the
injury
only
that
good
killed
year.
his career.
His career,
Because stupid
100%.
Shanahan wanted to say, like, oh, he wanted to go back in, so he let him go. You're the coach.
Yeah.
Grow a pair and tell him to sit on the bench. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, because they wasted it.
We literally had a franchise because if he would have stayed healthy, like, I legitimately think he would have had a decent career. I'm not saying he would have been like all-star. I don't think he would have been like, Aaron Rodgers or anything like that.
Yeah, but he'd easily be top 10 quarterback.
He could have managed the game, and he could have been a very decent player.
Yeah.
Like, we would not have been struggling through like 20 other quarterbacks since then, right?
Yep.
But they wasted it because the coach let him decide he wanted to go back in the game. I'm like, you saw his knee injury. Like, you knew that was a bad knee injury, and you let him go back in against the freaking Seahawks, who at the time, wasn't that like the Legion of Boom that year? Like, it was a really good defense. Why would you put your vulnerable quarterback, your rookie quarterback, back out there to get hurt?
And probably one of the hardest hitting defenses like in the NFL that's ever lived. Yeah.
Who was the backup quarterback?
Was it Cousins?
Oh, I don't know.
No way. No, they didn't draft. There's no way they drafted Griffin.
They both got drafted the same year.
Then it had to have been, right?
I think it was Cousins.
Okay. Man.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't know. He was the third string. I can't remember right offhand, but I know Cousins was there because Cousins got drafted later in the draft, and everybody was like, "Why do you take a second quarterback?" And then Griffin went down the poop chute, and then here comes Kirk Cousins, to ball out, and then we learned that he couldn't handle pressure. So that was great.
All NFL teams learned that. Yeah, everyone learned that one pretty quick, but. Man, like right now it is definitely a good time to be a Bills fan. I'm more
all right, Paulie, I got a question for you.
Oh boy.
If Josh Allen's having an MVP type season, I think he's got to be ahead of the race right now.
Yeah.
I can't think of second place. When's the last time the Bills had an MVP?
As a quarterback or MVP?
Any position at all.
Dude, I don't even remember. I don't remember at all. I mean, we always had, so the Bills, as far as I can remember, we've always had a very good defense. But our defenses were always overshadowed by our record because, like, we couldn't ever put up an offense. Like, our offense, the Bills' defense has definitely always been, like, a really, really good defense. And it didn't matter who played. Like, we just had solid defenses. But then we literally had no one. I think at one point when the first year LaShawn McCoy played for us, he had a really, really good like year. Like he really came out. But it was only because we didn't have a quarterback, and we literally hand fed him the entire game. Like you gotta go, dude. You gotta run. But he definitely didn't have an MVP year. And then before that, dude, there was no one. Was
OJ Simpson ever an MVP?
I don't know if he ever was or not. He probably was, because he had that 1 year of like, it was, I forget exactly the total rushing yards he had, but it was some like ridiculous amount. But I don't know if he was ever MVP though.
There's 4 people that are legitimate like MVP race guys right now. So it's Josh Allen, obviously.
Jalen Hurts.
If Jalen Hurts continues to play the way he has, he's up there. Patrick Mahomes has been very solid to start the year.
Yeah.
And Lamar Jackson was putting up like freakish numbers the first like 3 or 4 weeks. Like,
yeah, Lamar Jackson after 5 weeks was like top 5 in rushing yards all total, running back,
passing touchdowns. Like he was up there.
So the Bills' last MVP was Thurman Thomas in 1991. And then before that was actually OJ Simpson in 1973. So, no, we don't really have any MVP players ever. Except this year, like right now, 6 games in, Josh Allen's total yards has more yards than 25 other NFL teams right now. Tell me he doesn't get fucking MVP. Like, come on.
It's a long season. Stop.
I know.
I was like,
I know.
Knock on some wood before you
break the leg next week. Listen,
it takes one broken finger to stop that.
I know.
Yeah, it's going to take one hit to a helmet and boom, done.
Yeah. Look at Tua. Tua was playing lights out too.
But yeah.
And now his lights are out.
1991 was the last one, Thurman Thomas. So that is a long
I don't know the last time we had an MVP.
Long time. I might have to look that one up, because I don't even know who would ever have been a fucking MVP for you guys.
Last time.
But then of course, like as a Packers fan, I mean,
Theismann in '83. Holy
you guys
crap.
just like turn out like best quarterbacks. Like, I mean, not best quarterbacks, but top quarterbacks. I mean, what do you guys went from Favre to Rodgers? Like, come on. That's not even fair.
It's been like 25, 30 years of MVP caliber quarterback play.
Yeah.
But look, that's got 2 Super Bowls, 3 appearances. So
yeah,
defense wins championships. That's a fact.
That is a fact. And
like, the year the Packers won the Super Bowl, they had Charles Woodson, who was a fucking machine. Clay Matthews was young and fucking full of hot jizz or whatever, just killing people. Tremont Williams, Nick Collins, before he broke his neck, was the best safety in the league. That defense was legendary. That was such a legendary defense. And since then, they haven't had it.
So it says that Washington won it 3 times, but I don't see a list of who won it.
They can't even name even Google can't. It was 3 times, but we don't know who it was.
No, it was Theismann. Was it Mark Rippon or? And then the other one was Larry Brown for sure. I know that one.
Yeah, I don't even know who those people are.
Joe Theismann was like, okay. You have to have seen the video of Joe Theismann breaking his leg in half.
Yes, that's disgusting. It's
probably
one of the grossest
coming around the corner.
One of the grossest NFL injuries of all time.
Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad.
Have you seen this, Paulie?
I don't know. I don't think I have.
You gotta look it up.
Bro, you don't
Theismann leg.
want to, but you should.
Okay.
You should look it up right now.
It was Joe Theismann,
I'm looking it up.
Mark Mosley, and Larry Brown. And they were all like, so Mosley and Theismann were back to back 82 and 83. And then I think Larry Brown was he like in the 72.
Okay.
Oh God.
All 3 were quarterbacks.
No, Paul is watching it.
Oh, did you watch it?
On the flea flicker?
What you really need to do, make sure the sound is up. Make sure the sound's up so that you hear the leg snap.
No.
Yeah, you hear it.
And then you see Larry.
Dude, Taylor is like, come on, get on here, get on the field.
Yeah.
He literally he tackles him and like instantly jumps up and starts screaming for people to get on the field, because he knew the moment he landed on him that it snapped in half.
You know who else that happened to? Another Washington Commander at the time with the other team, Alex Smith.
Mm-hmm. They said it was almost identical. Same day, same game.
Yeah, that's
almost
right.
the exact same score.
Ah, dude, it's so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Man, how have I never seen that?
Alex Smith was the same injury, like literally just years down, and like I said, same team, same outcome.
Really?
Same, like everything. Like it was really creepy how like on point it was with everything else of the previous game where Theismann broke his leg.
And Alex Smith came back after a while and played still pretty good as a quarterback. He was just missing the team around him to really ever go very far. But he was still a pretty solid quarterback.
Alex Smith was definitely solid.
He's a baller.
Alex Smith was drafted the same year as Rodgers, and Rodgers wanted to go to the Niners because he's from that area, and they drafted Alex Smith instead. And they're really good friends, actually. But yeah, and then Alex Smith had that injury and never had quite the career he probably should have. He was very good.
Did you see the pictures of his leg after the injury?
I don't want to.
It was gross.
I don't want to, dude. After just watching that, like, I'm done. I seen it. I'm over it. Moving on. That was fucking bad. Yeah. That was bad.
Yeah, that one's disgusting. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I've never seen that.
Yeah, that was.
That's not one they're going to show on like Fox Sports before the Commanders game.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. You got to get on the internet to find that one.
So now he was an MVP at one point. Then you said,
yeah, dude, he was an MVP quarterback. Like he was one of the better quarterbacks in the league, and then he broke his leg like that, and that was the end of his career. He never came back to play again.
Did he play like a couple years before he broke his leg, or was it like right away?
Yeah.
So he
played
for a while.
How many years?
He had been playing
he
for a little
played
while.
for a while. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God. I can't imagine.
That's what I say. He was like a Hall of Fame quarterback. Like this isn't like, second year broke his leg and was done.
Yeah, he was on his way, and then that sucks, dude.
He did like games, like he announced not what do they call it? He did like he called games, right?
Stuff. Yeah,
commentary.
Yeah.
I thought he did.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know much about him at all, but fuck, that sucks.
From 74 to 85.
Yeah.
So about 11 years. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so he had played for a long time.
Yep.
That's good.
Oh, that sucks. That's one way to quit.
Yep. And that year he was like getting killed. Like he had 16 interceptions, 8 touchdowns at the point that he went down. So like his line was just horrible.
And that was not even a point in time where throwing the ball was a priority for any offense.
Right. It
was all 400-pound linemen run the ball.
Yep.
Yeah. The Hogs. That's all we did, man. Hand that ball off.
Football was built around that for a while, though. I mean, there really wasn't there wasn't that many quarterbacks up until like I don't know,
Dan Marino.
Yeah. But even like Jim Kelly, even like Jim Kelly with the Bills, like Josh Allen's already broke like all of Jim Kelly's records. But it's because we had Thurman Thomas. Like, we had one of the best running backs in the league. Why would you throw the ball as much, But
didn't have to.
Now it's just throw the fucking ball. Everything is just throw the fucking ball.
All about picking up yards fast.
Yes. Yep. It's crazy how much that's shifted. But then it's also crazy, though, that the talent in quarterbacks, like, I mean, the amount of people that can throw the ball like that, too. So
10 years ago, you thought quarterbacks were playing at an all-time high.
Yep.
And Vic was a something special.
He definitely rewrote the book.
Insane.
But, kids that time saw that, and now you got Lamar Jackson. Robert Griffin was a good example. Those kind of quarterbacks are ridiculous. That's probably the future type, really.
It is.
What's his face at Ohio State? He's the same way.
Well, I mean, like, even
kids.
I mean, I hate to keep bringing up Josh Allen, but like that dude can run the football too, though. He's not afraid to do it.
Yeah, how often do they run the RPOs with him? Like, good lord.
Yeah.
By the minute. Yeah.
I like him jumping over people is like the highlight of a Bills fan right now. And like, so even like
last week,
Sean, I don't know if you follow my personal business on Facebook, but I just did.
I saw your post with the sandwich.
So on Thursday we had Reuben's was our special, and I posted a picture of one of our Reubens that I made, and I had a cutout of Josh Allen jumping over the Reuben.
Oh my god,
dude! I know everyone's like, you're not really gonna post that. Post.
Watch me click.
Yep.
Oh man,
I thought it was pretty funny. But
that's pretty wild seeing that stuff.
it's crazy. He's been super exciting to watch. So I'll take it.
He jumped over that guy and I flipped out. I was like, holy crap. I was like, did he just do that?
Dude, that's like his 5th guy that he's jumped over. Like, how does that even happen as a quarterback? And he's like 6'6", dude. He's a solid dude, and he's fucking hurdling people, man.
Yo, imagine the cornerbacks or the linebackers that he jumps over being like, did that just happen to me? Like, did I really just let that happen?
As like not living in Buffalo, you may never know this, but there is a very big like street in Buffalo called Hurdle Avenue, and it is they actually took all the signs down, so it's spelled HERTEL, Hurdle. They changed it to HURRDLE, like hurdle. Like they changed it like because he's hurdling over defenders. So now I don't know if like they're actually going to change the name of Hurdle Avenue in Buffalo, but all the signs have been replaced to say Hurdle, and then one of them has like a picture of Josh Allen jumping over it. It's insane. Like
they do that. They do that in Green Bay all the time. Like all sorts of players have streets named after them.
That is crazy.
Even the head coach Mike McCarthy, who's the Cowboys coach, he was Super Bowl winner for Packers. He coached for them.
Got his own street.
10. Yeah, there's a McCarthy way. That was the most recent one.
Dude.
Yeah, there's a Brett Favre, Bart Starr, Aaron Rodgers will get one.
That's insane.
I'm sure there are others. I know there are more.
Buffalo doesn't have that. Yeah. We also haven't had anyone since Jim Kelly, so Jim Kelly was like our last breath.
Hey, Drew Bledsoe was
good.
Pretty good.
He was okay. But then we went on this like horrible stint of quarterbacks, man, like Trent Edwards and oh god, and it just kept getting worse.
I remember Trent Edwards.
Yeah, it was fucking horrible, dude. He was 5'6" and couldn't see over the line, and it's like why do we have him? You know, and then even recent like EJ Manuel, I can't even believe he still plays in the NFL. Like
wait, does he? Who does he play for?
He's played for the Raiders last I knew. I don't know if he still does. He is a backup. But I don't know if he's still on the Raiders team or not, but my god, he is just not the guy. He's not the guy. I don't even know why he's in the NFL anymore. But who else did we have that was really bad? The list though is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Something about those Northeast teams besides the Patriots, they have not been able to do anything.
Anything, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not playing anymore. He's a co-host for College Sports Today on SiriusXM.
It's probably a good idea. Probably a good idea.
Who let Mark Sanchez call
someone? You got a new follower?
I just got an offline follow, I guess.
Let's go, dude. Congratulations, dude. Welcome in. Welcome to the Grogan Show.
What's the first? What's the first for us?
Dude, that's awesome.
Out here building communities.
I will say though, Grogan, that looks really clean, dude. It looks good. It
does. That's nice.
Yeah.
It's even better when it's on stream and there's audio to go with it.
Yeah. Dude, that is fucking great. Did you really just get an offline follow?
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
Literally just now.
Nice. That's sweet.
Does that happen at like you're just walking down your hallway and all of a sudden the lights pop off and you're like, what the fuck?
Okay, it's like when I first like moved over, like I said, when things were really popping off, like when I was doing TikTok and all, like I would literally be sitting here and my lights would just start going off. And I'm like, oh, another follow.
It would be a cool indicator though. It's like fireworks going off at a stadium. You're not even streaming, but you're just playing whatever, and all of a sudden like pop, 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 pop.
Well, it was like really cool, like when, like I said, like when you had a TikTok that would really go off, and you'd start getting a bunch of follows like offline. You're like, oh, this is kind of cool.
This
like,
is kind of
That's 3. That's 4. Like, how many can we get?
Yeah, that's sweet. That was cool, though.
Man.
That was funny that you just got one.
Yeah, I'm like, what in the world?
So we are scratching the 1.5 hour mark already.
Yeah, I think I think the lights popping off is a good fireworks.
A good
Yeah,
fireworks
right?
to end the show.
Good.
Oh yeah.
Grogan, you
man.
have to come back and talk with us again. This is fun.
Yeah,
this
man,
was
I'm
fun.
always down.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
We won't talk about Warzone again, though. I promise. I'll make sure of it.
Oh man,
we've been trying to like compile a list of people to be our guest, and you're actually only our second. Our first was with Durf.
Wow.
Yep. We picked Durf because we were actually going to start the podcast with Durf. So we had to make sure we got him on right away. We talked for like 2.5 hours with Durf, though. It was ridiculous. That
was a nightmare for us post episode, though. A fucking nightmare.
That's a long video to cut down.
It is. It's a lot to even go through just to find content. It's like, what the fuck? Even like sometimes I listen to it in like 3 speed, and it like at that point you can't understand what you're saying, and yeah, it's just not fun. But
man,
sweet.
crazy.
Yeah, we'll call it at an 1.5 hours though. That was fun.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
this was fun.
Yeah.
We're
Appreciate
definitely gonna be sending you a message to have you back. So
definitely. Maybe especially when football season starts coming around to playoffs. I'm just
when playoff comes,
I'll have a lot to talk about.
I mean, just remember the bandwagon for the Bills is always open. So if you need anyone to root for, my team won't be in there. So
I
know, if you need someone to root for, man, Josh Allen's a really good guy.
Oh man, I do like Josh Allen. I will say that.
I love watching Josh Allen play.
Yeah.
He's a lot of fun.
It's been
fun. Freaking baller.
He has the team around him.
I mean,
yes, he does. Right now, he has a team.
When those quarterbacks get the team around them, it's way more fun to watch than just the quarterback who is clearly elite and the rest of the team is garbage.
It's just not there, right? Yeah,
not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right, guys.
All right, boys.
That is a wrap.
All right.
Yes.
So episode 4 already in the books.
Ooh.
Grogan, why don't you go ahead and plug yourself too, dude?
Yo, MadDadGrogan on Twitch, also on YouTube and TikTok. So go check it out.
Sweet. Yo, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, and you can follow us, Dad Life Crisis Podcast. We're on Instagram, TikTok. If you have any questions or you want to make a correction and talk some shit, email us at dadlifecrisispodcast@gmail.com.
That's right.
We'll talk shit back. We'll talk some shit back. We're down for it. That was my favorite thing to do.
Oh, man.
Sweet. All right, guys. Well, episode 4 done. We'll be back next week, Saturday night.
Yes.
All right. Good night, everybody.